Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So happy 52nd anniversary of Nixon shock. You know, I love to commiserate or commemorate various anniversaries, and today I was talking to some of my colleagues and wishing them a happy Nixon shock day, and my colleague thought I was talking about Nixon resigning, and he commented, "Oh, that was last week, wasn't it?" And he was thinking about Nixon resigning, which was August 9th, 1974. I actually think the stuff that led Nixon to resign was one of the smaller crimes he got involved in. But he ended the gold standard 52 years ago, and maybe that was a good idea, because I recently, as you guys have seen, have expanded my art to quite a number of other metals, and I actually find gold and silver to not be the easiest materials to work with. Granted, some of this stuff wasn't discovered until long after gold and silver. It is my firm belief, if the concept of money were invented today, right? Imagine for some bizarre reason we were able to get away with barter and invent all of the industrial revolution, the technological revolution stuff over the last 300 years, and we still hadn't had money yet. If money were to be invented today, gold and silver would be the last things we would want to back our currency with, just because of how hard they are to work with. And I thought about this. If I were to invent a currency, there are 5 metals that I like. And I actually have little nicknames for the bonus points if you can identify which. I'm going to use the nicknames. Bonus points if you could leave a comment if you could match these nicknames with their metals. I'll start with the lightest metals. I call it lightweight gold, or Napoleon's gold, because Napoleon loved this stuff. Back in his time, it was worth 3 to 5 times more than gold. But it's very valuable for how lightweight it is, and it's very reactive, actually. The reason it doesn't explode is because it's so reactive, it instantly forms a layer of oxide on it. And it's lightweight, so we're going to need it when we want to travel between planets, or even just fly around Earth. Right? And it's not very rare in the Earth's crust, but it takes a lot of energy, electrolysis, to separate it from its oxide. And then we got touchscreen gold. You're looking at some of it. If you can touch your screen and move the mouse, you're looking at some of it there. It's also going to be used in batteries and semiconductors. We got, I skipped one. We got, if you ever had skin conditions and you use calamine lotion, so I like it has a metal in it. I call that metal calamine gold, or you could call it galvanizing gold. It's used to galvanize stuff to prevent corrosion. We got, I'm trying to go in order. It's not really a metal, and it has a bad smell to it, so I like to call it smelly gold. And it's used in semiconductors, solar panels, and then on the 6th period, you got rat poison gold. It's used in also semiconductors and microprocessors. We only mine 10 tons of this stuff a year. I mean, it's really toxic. It used to be used in rat poison. It was banned around the same time that Nixon ended the gold standard. And then a little bit heavier than that, we got bullet gold, the stuff that, well, we used to use in bullets, but we still use in car batteries and potentially in the batteries of electric cars, right? And then go above that, you got crystalline gold because it forms crystals. It's used in heartburn medication. It's used in certain pharmaceuticals. It's increasingly being used to replace the bullet gold. And if we were to go in the direction of nuclear energy, It could be used to make Wonder Woman gold, the first element discovered by a woman 125 years ago now. And I like that all of these metals are so easy to work with. Your average amateur could start making coins out of these metals, right? You can't really say the same thing about gold and silver, right? So those are the metals I would expect, especially the crystalline gold, the galvanizing gold, and maybe the touchscreen gold. I think galvanizing gold will be used in everyday trade, right? The crystalline and the touchscreen gold will probably be long-term wealth stores, right? Because they're a little bit rarer, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.